Hey, good morning, everybody. Um, I also had a slightly non-traditional path into product management. I grew up in Atlanta, went to Georgia Tech. My dad was a professor there. Actually stopped going to Georgia Tech for a couple of years to be a chef, which teaches you all kinds of interesting customer-focused things. Um, Realized that working nights and weekends for $8 an hour and hanging out with vampires and alcoholics was probably not a good long-term life plan. No offense to those people in the restaurant industry. Um, and so I went back and finished my degree at the same time as I got a job at a help desk. And if you want to have an appreciation for good and bad UX, work on a telephone help desk before there's screen sharing. This is like 1998 or something, so it's like Windows 3.1, and I'm trying to talk pharma sales reps through UIs in Windows 3.1 over the phone. Good times. Anyway, got my degree, worked in a really propeller head job at CNN for a while, and then sort of got it twitchy because what I've learned is I need to balance the propeller head and the suit in me. And so I went and I got an MBA, did management consulting for a couple of years, and then leveraged the work I'd done on email, specifically at CNN, in my last client at the consulting company, which is a company called CBeyond. They're a former telephone company for small businesses. And they needed somebody who had email experience to launch a hosted email product. So I came in and I did that, and that was the first time I'd ever heard of what a product manager was. So this was like 2008. That's when I met Jason. And so I had this job I'd never heard of, but it was a lot of the things that I had done before. Understanding customers and their problems from the help desk, even from the time at CNN, understanding internal and external customers, and like, what is it you really want to do? You say you want to do X, but maybe that's your solutioning instead of actually telling me what your problem is. And it was that perfect balance of propeller head and suit for me. And so I just took that, and I have run through, I don't know, half a dozen companies or a dozen companies at this point. Small, medium, and large things, startups, went through Techstars. And then finally, I'm now at Google as a product manager on the Gmail team up in Canada, of all places. So then, in terms of the important product manager characteristic, I love all the things everybody else has said, curiosity and how that relates to listening skills, being able to have empathy for users, synthesizing info. The poker face is a personal favorite. And then I also like Howard's don't be emotional, be able to take feedback and criticism. And so what I'd probably say is the next thing that is interesting on this list would be the ability to both focus tactically and think strategically. It's two very different mindsets, and at different parts in your career, you need more or less of one or the other, but you need both in some mix at all times. So you need to execute on the current project. You need to do the things that you have to do right now, but you also need to be able to, have a 3-year vision and be able to compellingly rally your engineering team around that vision. At the same time, you're answering their exact questions and moving their blockers. So.